As a part of YouTube's new kid-friendly policy, I am obligated to say that this particular video is unsuitable for younger viewers, as the characters in this video, their outfits are kinda revealing, plus maybe one or two spoilers for Hyperdimension Neptunia if you haven't played it or seen it yet. But with all that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. Hey guys, lucky-star-shi-roku here, and in this video I am going to talk a little bit more about the thumbnail art style, the changes, the everything in regard to that, the kind of inspiration behind the thumbnail design that I'm currently going with now. Now, if you remember, about I think it was like 6 months ago, yeah 6 months ago, so about 6 months ago, on I believe it was the 2nd of May 2019, the 2nd of May, 6 months ago, I did a video saying that the thumbnail art style is going to change. That particular video didn't have a thumbnail because I wasn't sure what to do at the time to show the change. I had the thumbnail design already made at the time, just I wasn't sure what to do for that particular video, so that one didn't have one. But in this video, I'm going to show you the what was it called now? I'm going to show you the inspiration that went into designing this thumbnail style that I'm using currently. Obviously, you've probably already noticed the thumbnail style already. You've likely already seen the ones I'm using. You've likely seen the standard blue one. It's just basically the blue one, like with all the binary, just a color change representing each console. I have given each system a different color, all relating to a particular system. And I'll explain how that works. I've got one for Sony, I've got one for Xbox, I've got one for Nintendo, and I've got one for Sega. I've also got one for PC, which I'm going to show you the inspiration that went into all that in a minute. But before I do, I just want to quickly give you a little bit of background on what it's inspired by. Now, this basically, it's inspired by a game franchise, shall I say, the Hyperdimension Neptunia series. So, also, I will inevitably be doing a Let's Play of that series, so that's inevitable. I will definitely be doing a Let's Play of the Hyperdimension Neptunia games eventually. I'll probably more likely do the remake trilogy over the originals, because the originals were not that great, especially not the first one. The second one was pretty close to the new ones actually, but not quite there. So I don't know. I think I'll do the remakes first, and then maybe if I get a certain amount of subs, then maybe certain amount of likes, I might go back and do the originals. Maybe. I'm not promising, but maybe if I get enough likes, if I get like over 100 likes, then I might do it on the first episode of Rebirth 1. But for anyone who is out of the loop and have never heard of this game, allow me to give you a little bit of background about it, because that bit of information will definitely help make sense of what you're about to see in the inspiration for the thumbnails that I have used. So, basic background. Basically, Hyperdimension Neptunia is a series where basically in the game, all the 4 consoles, I say 4 at the time because actually technically 5 I guess, but main 4 are all based on consoles. Like, each console is basically a country, or in this case a nation. and each nation is led by a CPU leader or goddess, and each CPU is an embodiment of that particular system. There's CPU Blackheart, who is again, I'll show you this in a second, but there's CPU Blackheart, who is the leader of La Station, aka PlayStation. There's CPU Whiteheart, who is the leader of the nation of Louis, Nintendo. You know, Louis, Wii, Nintendo. That's Nintendo. There's CPU Greenheart, which is the leader of Leanbox, Xbox. You get the picture. You get the idea. And then there's like basically the first three make sense. I think the first three make sense on what it's supposed to represent, on what system it's supposed to represent. The first three. So basically, there's Blackheart, which is PlayStation. There's Greenheart, which is Xbox. Whiteheart, which is Nintendo, and then the last two. These are the ones that like most likely not going to make any sense, which is why I wanted to make this video here. So eventually, when you do see those thumbnails, it'll hopefully make a little more sense on why the thumbnails are that particular color, because the first three make sense because obviously black is associated with the PlayStation. I don't think it's associated with the PlayStation anymore. I think it's more of a dark blue these days, but it has been associated with black in the past, which is why it makes sense. And obviously green is associated with Xbox, which makes sense, and white has been associated with Nintendo in the past, and I think still is associated, I think. Maybe. I don't quite know about that, but it's definitely been associated in the past with obviously the Wii, which is what I think Whiteheart was based on. Each one was based on a particular system of that time. For example, Greenheart was based on the Xbox 360. Blackheart was based on the PS3, I believe. Whiteheart was based on the Nintendo Wii. And obviously I've spoken enough about them. Then there's CPU Purpleheart, which is the embodiment of Sega, who rules the nation of Planetoon. And Planetoon is actually a reference to the Sega Neptune, I think, was a system they were originally going to do, but it got cancelled, unfortunately. But I think it's a nice little reference, you know, Planetoon. I really like what they did there with Planetoon. They used a dead system which was originally going to be done but never got did, and they put that in the game, which I thought was nice. And then there's one which I'm not going to give you too much about because it is a bit of a spoiler for the third game, which I haven't seen yet. I have not played the third game yet. Well, I have seen the character. Again, you'll also see the characters of which each nation and one is based on. I'll show you that in a bit. But when we come to the PC one, I'm not going to say too much about it or show you too much about it because it is a spoiler for the third game, and at this point I have not played the third game properly. Like, I played a bit of the third game, but I haven't seen it yet, and I haven't met this character properly. Like, I have played as that character, but only because she was in a DLC pack for the first game. That's the only reason I know about her. I've not met her officially because I haven't gotten that far in the third game yet. But so I'm going to be blurring all that out due to spoilers for both me and you, because, you know, no one wants spoilers. And I've also put my general blue one in there just for good measure. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly load things up, get the setup ready for showing you each nation and each colour, and it'll make sense. So I need to go to full screen footage, Perfect. And then we go to here. And that is... hang on, is that working? There we go. So that is CPU Blackheart. CPU Blackheart is the she's the ruler of La Station, which is, well, PlayStation. It's it's not that hard to tell. It's very, very easy, since Black is associated with, or at least it has been associated with the PlayStation. I think it's still associated. It might not be, but it's definitely been associated with in the past. So CPU Blackheart is the ruler of La Station, which is basically the embodiment, and basically she is the embodiment of the PlayStation. And then the next one I'm going to go to is Greenheart, who is the embodiment and ruler of the nation of Leanbox, which is obviously Xbox/Microsoft. Again, it makes sense because, the colours make sense. The first three colours make sense because it actually matches with those consoles that they're based on. And then the next after that is CPU Whiteheart, who is the ruler of the Wii. The Wii based on the Wii and Nintendo. So that means basically any PlayStation Let's Play I do will have that black border. Any Xbox Let's Play I will do will have that green border. Any Nintendo Let's Play I do will have that white border. And then there's this one, which I think we're rarely going to see. And to be honest, this is where it starts getting a little bit where it doesn't make quite as much sense, I don't think, because I don't think Sega was ever associated with purple. I don't think. I could be wrong there, but I don't think it was. And I did want to use a different colour and character, which is more associated with Sega, with one of the Sega consoles, one I actually have. But again, I don't want to say what it is, and I end up going with purple because it's a spoiler for the fourth game, which I didn't want to do. A big spoiler for the fourth game, actually. So in the end, I went with purple, what the actual main character for the games are, and actually main protagonist. But yeah, I just want to explain that a bit more because obviously I don't think purple is associated with Sega. I don't think purple was ever associated with Sega, which I could be wrong there. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't exactly know my history on, I'm not the biggest Sega fan per se. I never had that many Sega consoles as a kid growing up, so I don't really know. I've only got one Sega console, and yeah. So I could be wrong. I could be entirely wrong, but I just don't think it was associated with purple at all. And the last one I'm going to show, which I've blacked and blurred out a lot due to spoilers for both me and you. I've only shown the name just because it's obvious. Now, obviously, I don't think yellow was ever associated with PC since, well, I mean, when you think PC, I don't think you think yellow because, because it's just random, isn't it? But for some reason, the CPU leader of, again, this is all blacked out due to spoilers because I've not met her officially yet. I have not gotten to that far in the third game yet, so I'd rather not. Obviously, I know what she looks like. I know what she looks like, but I blacked it out for you guys because obviously spoilers and such. I think she appears relatively later on in the game. I think. I could be wrong. I do know what she looks like, and I have played as her in the first game DLC. So I do know what she's like, and she's actually a really good character. She's got some really good moves. She's a really, really good playable character, and you'll most likely be seeing me use her a lot in the first Let's Play, most likely, because she's such a good character. Now, obviously, I have blacked out what nation she rules due to spoilers, and I've only shown Yellowheart just so you can see what colour the actual PC border will be. obviously it wouldn't make a lot of sense if you could see that and not see her name, so I made the name visible just because it would be it just for the sake of that. But I just want to explain all this. Basically, she was yellow and all that kind of thing. I just want to say all that because obviously, because when you see the PC border, and you think, wait, how is yellow associated with PC? Because which I agree, it doesn't make much sense to me either. But in the end, like, I don't feel completely comfortable going with yellow. But again, if I wanted to go with this way of doing the thumbnails, if I want to go with this art style, I had to stick with what it's like in the game. With this, with the Neptunia stuff. So I've just done it for that sake, for the sake of all of that. Again, I've blacked out the nation and such, just because of spoilers, and I've not played up to that point in the game yet, so I don't want to spoil myself, not yet. I mean, I won't be doing, obviously I don't do blind Let's Plays. I will have already played the game before getting to this point, since I don't do blind Let's Plays, but I wanted to kind of not spoil myself yet, so, and obviously for you guys as well. So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up because that's the one, because out of all of these borders, this is the one that's going to make the least amount of sense, you know, out of context. So that's why I wanted to make this video, just to give you guys a bit of context on why, obviously, you know, because the other three, the first three made sense, I think. You know, green for Xbox, black for PlayStation, and white for Nintendo. I think that all makes sense, but this one in particular, like the last two, and particularly this one, I feel makes the least amount of sense on the designs, on the design choice for the art style. And of course, I did make one last one, just for good measure. Obviously, me, this is not part of the game at all, this is all me. This is just basically my general colour, like, you know, my general colours are blue, and I've just used my avatar because it's, you know, basically this is used for anything that's not relating to Let's Plays. So anything that's like a update vlog, Q&A, reading your comments, behind the scenes, any kind of series like that, or non-series, like any video that's not relating to Let's Plays at all will have this border. I just decided to throw it in there for good measure. And then obviously we're back to the beginning here, which I think makes a lot of sense. So I'm hoping after seeing this, you guys will understand my design choice for why I decided to do each one the way it is now. So any PlayStation Let's Play I do will have this black border. Obviously it won't have the CPU in the background. I just put this in here just to give you guys a bit of background on why I designed it like this. Just a bit of background. So they're not going to be in there. But any PlayStation Let's Play I do will have this black border and obviously the PlayStation title at the top. And then same goes for every other system. So any PlayStation Let's Play I do will have that border with the respective system at top. Same goes for Xbox, Nintendo, Sega, even though I doubt we're going to see the Sega background at all, since I only have one Sega console and one Sega game, and I've already done the definitive version of that game. So unless I decide to go back and do a anniversary special of the original version of that game, unless I decide to do that, I don't think we're going to be seeing that much. Unless, of course, I find a game on that system which I want, that I can't get on any other system or whatever, but that's kind of doubtful, because I think most games on that system are on the PS1 and other systems as well anyway, so I don't really think... yeah, I doubt we're going to see this one at all, to be honest. Just saying, I'm being completely frank here. Yeah, that again, the same goes for the PC one. I'm not entirely sure if I'll divide it into Steam and other stuff, but that's the one for PC, and that's all of them really that I wanted to show. So I will quickly get back to the main screen and change that back. Just give me a sec. There we go. So that's all I wanted. That's all I have time for this time, guys. I just wanted a quick. I just want to do a quick video to explain the reason for the well, not the reason, because of the. I explained my reason for changing the thumbnails in that video I did. It was too hard to work with, especially with the progress of the update vlog videos. Oh my god, my leg's gone dead. Ugh. Pins and needles, that's the worst. But yeah, I just want to do this quick video to give you guys a little idea on my inspiration for the thumbnails and such, so you now have an idea what each thumbnail might look like, with what border it'll have and all that kind of stuff. So that I just want to do this video so you guys in the loop of what's going on. So if eventually when a let's play of a PC game comes out, you won't be confused on why it's yellow. Again, I'm not 100% comfortable with it just yet, but I'll grow into it. Yeah, that's about it. I just want to give you guys a little insight on why I decided to take this approach, and I hope you guys like the idea. I also hope you guys are looking forward to the inevitable, I can never say that word, inevitable, there we go, inevitable let's play of that series. I know I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say for now. So again, if you like this video, if you found it interesting, and if you like this video in any way, if you thought it was entertaining for some reason, if you thought it was interesting, if you thought my approach was interesting, if you like the idea of what I did, the colours, because I liked it. That was a lot of fun to do. I absolutely loved all the colours. Like I'm especially happy with the black one, like the black heart one, the Sony. I thought that looks particularly good. So if you like that, then feel free to leave a like on your way out, and obviously don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter. Links will be in the description below. Turn on notifications. Turn on all my notifications by clicking the bell and then all. That way you'll get all my notifications. And also, don't forget to check out the subscriptions every now and again. Because YouTube, the algorithm likes to hide our videos now, which is rather annoying. So if you don't want to miss any of the videos upcoming, do make sure you check out your subscription. Do make sure that you ring the bell and check your subscriptions every now and again to make sure you don't miss any upcoming content. And obviously you'll still get my announcements, my video announcements in my Discord and Twitter. If I remember, I've been very forgetful lately, which I'm sorry about. I'm sorry about the delay. I've been very, very forgetful lately. I am so sorry about that. But yeah. And with all that said, I will see you guys in the next video, whenever it is. And until then, have a good day, you guys.